Hi guys, while I haven't posted a video in ages, I still have been buying shoes. So let's get to the top 24 of 2024. What's good guys, Ash Bash back again with another sneaker video. And yes, like I said in the title, it is my top 24 of 2024. 2024 was a bit of a weird year for me. I feel like I was more out of sneakers than I've ever been. Like I wasn't checking up hardcore on release dates and whatnot, but still loads of shoes came on my radar. Probably got a lot of regrets in there as well, but they're here now, so you got to live with them and you got to rock them. Let's get to this list. So in at 24 is a bit of a cheat because it's two pairs and they are quite high on most people's lists, but because they're retros or retros adjacent, I'm not gonna rate them too highly. And it is the Jordan 4 reimagined and the Jordan 3 black cement. This is my third ever pair of these and my second pair that I've currently got, and this is my third pair of these, or maybe fourth pair, and I've got three still. So I'm not going to rate them too highly, even though they're super fire and even though this pair is elevated and more weatherproof and better fitting and whatnot. Very cool, but not enough to get me super excited enough to put it higher up in the list. So 24, two classics. Number 23, actually following from that same theme, to be honest, it is the industrial blue Jordan 4s. I was really looking forward to the military blue re-releasing. It's one of my favorite 4s that I own. I think it's 2012 my pair is, so it's super old now. 2012 or 2014, I can't remember. And I was hoping these were going to be excellent, and while they're cool and more towards the OG in the color, they just didn't really hit the mark with the quality and stuff. Still had to pick them up because it's what I do, but not enough to have them super high up on my list. So 23, military blue, industrial blue, whatever you want to call it. Number 22 on my list, Nigel Sylvester Bike Air, the Jordan 4 RM. Cool new model from Jordan brand. Would have preferred to have the green, although this black anthracite is more wearable, so that's a plus, I guess. Jordan brand kind of didn't ruin this shoe, but they went a bit too hard with the releases of GRs. Like there's so many out and pretty much every pair went on sale except for the original pair. Even these went on sale, which is crazy, but still a smooth pair. Nice little change on the 4, making it a low. Bike Air on the back is super cool. I'm a BMX guy at heart, so had to pick these up, and I can't wait to see what Nigel brings out towards the rest of the year, this new year. In at number 21 is a shoe that technically I bought last year, but it was a pre-order and it came this year. And it is, if you can see it in this bright light, the New Balance 860 V2 in the white colorway. This is an ALD collaboration. They did a pre-order thing, which was weird because they had 3 different colorways in the pre-order, and for some reason I went for this one, which is the most basic of the 3. But I went for it, I guess, because it was like clean pair that you could wear and stuff, but technically it does look like a GR, let's be honest. But it is a very fire shoe. I haven't undressed it yet because I've been too scared to get it dirty, but next summer I'll be busting these out and I look forward to it. In at number 20 is a legendary pair, apparently, in the Air Force One lineage. While I'm an Air Force One fan, I'm not a aficionado of any sort, but the Air Force One linen was just a cool pair that I saw that I liked. I was surprised when people were like, oh my God, I can't believe they're bringing the linens back. I didn't know it was a thing, I'm not gonna lie. I didn't know, but I'm very happy to get these. Again, another pair that sat and is on sale right now in stores, which is crazy considering the hype, but I guess like myself, I didn't know it was nothing special. So people that bought it, super hype, but regular people didn't seem to care as much. But I think it's just a fire colorway, regardless of history, to be honest. Had to make the list. In at number 19, another pair of Air Force Ones, ironically, and it is the Peace -1 G-Dragon Air Force One 3.0. I have the 1.0 of the shoe, which I wear all the time, but I got those in a trade with somebody and they're half a size too big. While I wear them all the time, I do get crazy heel slippage, so it's nice to get a shoe in my size. I think if this had a bit of if it didn't have the different color swooshes, I'm not sure I'm a massive fan of that, to be honest, but the rest of the shoe I do love, and I'm looking forward to seeing what's underneath this paint. So it would have probably been high up in the list if it was a bit more unique compared to the previous pairs, but still a fire pair that I had to pick up. And again, I think these pretty much sat as well. Price was high, to be fair, but still P-1 G-Dragon, these are always fire. In at number 18, I think these were a pre-order again. I know that they launched with the Kith app when he relaunched it with the tier system and whatnot, but it is the new the Adidas Kith's Clarks Gazelle in the grey and pink colorway. I remember when I got these in hand, I was like, oh, I don't remember the stripes and the back of the shoe being like this pale pink, so it was a nice surprise to me. I got the Sambas as well, which are pretty much the same shoe. Quality is crazy, love the crepe sole, so yeah, had to go for these, and I'm very happy, had to make the list. In at number 17, probably higher on a lot of people's lists, but while I like the shoe, the colorway, I don't particularly love the model still. I tried to force myself to like it, but it is what it is, but it still made it on there. The Futura SB Dunks, very cool colorway. The colors are so vibrant and fire, but that fat tongue, this never excites me, so it will never be super high on my list, but dope shoe to get for retail, you know. In at number 16 is the Asics x Hidden Gel NYC, my first pair of Gel NYCs. Crazy that I got these before Gel Keanu 14s. Everyone has that shoe except for me, and I'm a big Asics guy, so it's a bit crazy. But yeah, this shoe, technically you can look at it, it looks a bit GR-ish, but that little hidden H, it does something to me, so it was a pair that I had to grab. So yeah, happy to have these, and I think they're pretty fire still, white and green, very wearable pair. In at 15, my first pair of Sauconys on the list, and it is the Starcow Omni 9, super comfortable shoe. This colorway wasn't as exciting as the other colorway, but when you hit the orange laces in there, it kind of elevates it a bit. It's Cordura, so waterproof and whatnot. So yeah, it's a very fire pair. I love the tan. In pictures, it doesn't look as vibrant as it does in some pictures, like the tan self, it's tan colorway. But I think it's still fire and a very wearable color compared to the other pair, to be fair. In at number 14 is Air Jordan 3 Nina Chanel. I think these are super fire. And I think like 4 or 5, maybe longer years ago, these would have been like a £500–600 shoe. Again, when I picked these up, they were just sitting on the shelf, which is crazy. But I think the difference of materials is cool. How they've done the sort of fluffy Nike Air at the back, I think is super fire. And all in all, I think the colorway is just dope. Like off-white, green, can't really go wrong with it. Surprised a lot of people don't like it, but I really think these are one of the best threes this year. In at number 13, another slept on collaboration that was sitting on the shelves, and I was happy to walk into the store and pick it up. New Balance 990 V6 Joe Fresh Goods in the blue colorway. This blue is so lovely, like it's a nice little pastel-y kind of blue. The V6 is one of the most comfortable shoes I've ever worn, so I was so happy that when I walked into the store, they actually had these to pick up in my size. If you haven't tried New Balance 990 V6, try it out because the comfort is A1, this colorway, A1 too. Number 12, my most recent pickup, I think, yeah, and it is the Jordan 1 Travis Scott Velvet Brown, I think it's called. When I saw pictures of this shoe, I thought it was more fire than it is. It's still nice, but the pictures, a lot of people were doing some heavy editing, raising the shadows, adding contrast, and it made it look like a nicer brown. These are very dark, like the light is behind me, so it might show up a bit better on camera, but it's very dark. Like looking at it from this angle, it just looks like a black shoe, to be honest. But still nice enough. The reverse swoosh still gets me. Travis Scott can't really do any wrong in my eyes, so I must pick up, and out of the top 10, but still fire. Next on the list at number 11, just missing out on the top 10, is the Adidas Samba Kith Clarks. These I think came out last year, Christmas Day technically, but I didn't get them till the new year, so it's a 2024 pickup, although you know what I mean. Anyways, fire shoe, high quality. People told me about these Clarks crepe soles, how disgusting they go, and it is true, but you don't really see it from the side, so it's not that big a deal, but not a big fan of that. But otherwise, I love this shoe, the little details on it. Bonify like proper elevated these nicely. So very nice shoe, just missing out on the top 10. At number 10, another slept on shoe. I think the whole pack they did this year was slept on by a lot of people, but it is the Armour Manière Jordan 3. The original Jordan 3s went crazy. People were paying like thousands of pounds for them. For some reason, this one came and went, like people just didn't care for some reason. Don't know if black is too boring for them or they're just over 3s or whatnot, but I'm still into 3s. This pair is super fire. Not as nice as the original one, but still really fire, and very happy to pick these up. Again, sitting on shelves. I think if you want to get a pair still to this day, you could probably go out and get it. But yeah, quality is amazing, and yeah, very fire shoe. In at number 9 is, I think, my second most recent pickup, I believe. It is the New Balance times Orally 990 V4. Besides the 990 V6, the 990 V4 is probably my favorite for comfort, and they really did a nice little job on these. There's 2 colorways that came out. I preferred this one. I like the little blue towards the back and this sort of grey moon rocky kind of color. Super fire pair. In at number 9. In at number 8 was part of the pack that I mentioned towards the start of the video, the ALD 860 V2 in the orange colorway. Why I didn't go for these originally in the pre-order, I don't know. Why I didn't order all of them in the pre-order, I don't know. But they ended up releasing them again after launch, and I managed to get them off ALD retail. And this is a fire shoe. Very wild, gives me Caribbean vibes for some reason, but I really love it, and definitely a head turner big time in this pair. In at number 7, the shoe with 2 different names. I don't even know what the official name is. Is it the Jumpman Jacks? Is it the Cactus Jack 1 T-Rex? Whatever. We have it here in the brown colorway. No, dark mocha is what it's called. And I think these are fire. Like, a lot of my friends ain't feeling this shoe at all, but I think they are super dope. And I'm very happy to have picked these up again for retail. If they bring out any other different colorways, I'll be in there for them as well, because I think this shoe is ridiculously fire. This colorway goes hard, definitely better than the brown Jordan 1, and yeah, fire shoe. In at number 6, and I've been debating, it's in my hands, both pairs, which one I want to go for number 6 and which one's going to make the top 5, and I'm going to change my mind to what's written on my list. Number 6 is slept on pair no one really talked about, the New Balance 990 V4 Kith collaboration, and it actually does say Kith on the back of the shoe, not just a colorway exclusive like they do a lot of the times. I managed to get these on eBay or StockX, I'm not sure. It was literally like either retail or £10 over retail, and very happy with them. It's in the moon rock colorway, super smooth pair, lovely materials, Kith on the back, can't really be mad at it. 990 V4, which I love. So yeah, fire shoe, just missing out on the top 5 though. In at number 5, part of a pack, I guess, of a pair that I mentioned earlier on, Saucony Omni 9 Star Cow collaboration. This was the first pair that I got of the collaboration, and poof, fire. Just look at this. This gives me like snake vibes with this green. It's just so vibrant, crazy. Came with loads of different laces. The Saucony Omni 9 is super comfortable as well. Worn these loads. Head turner again. Absolute fire pair. In at number 4, on a regular year, these would probably be number 1 or even closer to number 1. But it is Jordan 1 Cactus Jack in the olive colorway. It's my first Jordan 1 low Cactus Jack since the OG ones, which I managed to double up on luckily. But yeah, I've just been so unlucky, and I've loved a lot of them except for that IKEA pair. I've loved them all, but managed to cop 0 of them, and the price is too high to go for it generally. So happy to get these for retail, and I think these are super lovely. I think the reverse of these, that women's pair that came out where this is green and that's black or whatever, I think they're a bit better, but still not mad. Happy to have these in at number 4. In at number 3, another pair of Sauconys, would you believe? and it is the Omni 9 once again, J-Tips collaboration, and J-Tips is on fire. Since he brought out his first pair, was it the Azura? I'm trying to think of the name now, I can't remember. But I wasn't really feeling them. I didn't love that model, I still don't love that model, but I love the colorway. Like, it was crazy enough, something that I would like, but I just didn't love the model, so I didn't go for it. But everything he's brought out since pretty much has been fire, and this is super duper fire to me. Like, he absolutely killed this pair. So much going on, crazy colors, so vibrant. Saucony is just giving him the wheel, and he's going to town on it. In at number 3. In at number 2, and it is again Jumpman Jack, Cactus Jack T-Rex, whatever you want to call it, in the white colorway, or brown, or grey, or beige. I don't know what this color is actually called. I think it was the first pair he released. I know there is the one with the red swoosh. I'm not too sure which one came first, but I know this was like the first sort of retail one, especially in the UK anyways. This pair is fire, like point blank period, fire. If anyone hasn't seen him in person, I think they might not rate it as much from like pictures and whatnot, but this pair is fire, and it had to come in high on the list. Number 2. It was very close to being my number 1, to be honest, but it ended up being number 2 because number 1 was just a bit more fire to me. But anywho, number 2. And number 1, it is a Saucony pair again. The same model again, the Omni 9. The same collaborator again. J-Tips in the tan colorway. The crazy thing is, when this shoe came out, I was on Saucony's website and I was like, I have to get this pair. Like, I have to. If this pair is an option like after, I'll try and get it. But when I actually got it in hand, I was like, I'm so glad I got this pair. This pair's still fire, but this is the one that is like, I don't know why. It's just super fire to me. And super happy to have it, super happy to have both. But yeah, that is my number 1 shoe for 2024. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Like, comment, subscribe. I hope to be making more sneaker content this year. In previous years, I haven't had the time because of the kid and whatnot, but I do have more time these days to make videos. But doing sneaker reviews, like, if you're not first, you're last. So that's why I haven't been bothered to do it, to be honest. I've been picking up stuff, but if you're not going to get it out that day, people don't really check for it. So I haven't been bothering with that, but I might do. If you're into photography as well, I do have a photography channel, which is, I started this year. It's called ashbash_shot_that. That's the Instagram as well. So check that out. But yeah, Ash Bash signing off. Later.